boy. That's Curlin's Malibu.
Okay. Right here, Swaggish.
Swaggish.
And
And then next is Mercy Warren.
this is Gilded Kraken.
Yeah, we're excited. Claiming Crowns has always been a fun time of year for us. As we've noted in the past, it's kind of the Breeders' Cup for claiming horses. You know, it really gives a chance to highlight these the bread and butter horses of day in, Wednesday through Friday kind of races. You know, and we like to have a large presence at it, especially when it's at our home track, Churchill Downs. You know, they do a great job of hosting Claiming Crown in the years past. So it's something that, you know, towards the middle of the summer we start thinking about, and we start, you know, using races to prep and freshen horses accordingly and just be ready to be dialed in for this day. So, you know, it looks like this year we're going to have great weather, and we're going to have, I think, I saw some statistics about just a lot of trainers from a lot of different venues, so it's exciting to get everybody here and show off our home track. So
Really full fields.
yeah, full fields. I mean, obviously, you know, that makes it more difficult, but in you know, rightfully so. They're giving away a good bit of money, and you know, with that, some of these owners, I mean, this is a big time of year for them, and to come out and celebrate their claiming horses.
Do your owners really get into the Claiming Crown? I mean, here, like, Joe, do we have
Yeah,
anything here?
yeah. Some of them really do. You know, some of them, and some of them over the years have learned to. You know, it's not. I would say it's become way more mainstream. Claiming Crown has. You know, in the beginning, I think it was, you know, back when it was out at Canterbury, and you know, it'd be short fields. I remember some years it being 6-7 horse fields in some of those races, and now it's become mainstream. People target it. People look at horses to claim to be ready for November. So
You're getting ready to go to Keeneland for the Horses of Racing Age sale, and you said you've never had such demand by owners, clients, and things wanting claiming horses, and there's a bunch, you said, in the sale.
yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I think you and I were visiting prior to this, that, you know, I was claiming has become, you know, I remember when I first started 10-11 years ago on my own, you know, you'd be 2 or 3 horses. 2 or 3 would be a larger shake, maybe 4, you know, but nowadays you'll have it up in the 20s at times. I personally have never had as much of a demand as I have now for claiming horses from people, and you know, I think there's just, with the prize money like it is nowadays, and you know, just people needing horses, and you know, it's been very there's been a very lucrative claiming game as of recently, and it does trickle over. People not being able to get horses in the claim box trickles over to helping inflate the sales prices at the Horses of Racing Age, because you can acquire a horse that's not going to be restricted in what we call jail by claiming. They can go anywhere with the horse, and so it's, you know, I think the claiming races just really help support the ecosystem of horse racing.
And claiming races are starting to get respect. It used to be there was a lot of money in stakes in the poor claiming horses, which you said the other day, it costs as much to feed a claiming horses if you do it right.
Yeah,
as a
no,
stake horse.
absolutely, and I think you know, the KTDF has really helped out with that locally. You know, that makes our claiming horses, if they're Kentucky bred, obviously get to run for a lot more money, and you know, it does make it so people can afford to have a claiming horse in a barn like ours, or in a barn that's you know, might be at a place like Churchill Downs, whereas in the past, you know, sometimes it can be thought to be too expensive to have a claiming horse in a larger barn.
And just how do you feel about your group overall?
We have a great group of, you know, honest, hard-knocking horses. A few of them are probably going to be shorter prices, and rightfully so. But just really everybody that we have in has really had a phenomenal year. So, and after speaking with the owners, I mean, I know with Elliott Logan, we had a couple that we were on the fence about, but decided to take a shot with on you know, the one filly was kind of questionable on the grass, but we're going to take a shot with her. And you know, but no, as a whole, I'm really excited about the group. You know, Mercy Warren's coming in off a great year, doing well. Gilmore's had a phenomenal year. Curlin's Malibu, phenomenal year. So those 3 have really, you know, the 2 of them won the Claiming Crown prep races at Colonial, so that was exciting. And Mercy Warren narrowly missed. that alternate realities had a couple really good seconds, and we're giving him a shot against a little better group in the Jewel. And then Gilded Kraken, he's been, had a win at Saratoga, and just he ended up on the AE last year in the Jewel, and now since they've changed the rule that we're allowed to get 2 in a race, as a trainer this year, we were able to be a little more fortunate with drawing a couple in the same race. So
You won 2 races at Colonial, so I'm assuming you approve of them adding that showcase day as a stepping stone and
it was
a win and you're in.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, and Colonial Downs is, I was galloping horses, living in a tack room my first summer out of high school there. So it's kind of like a little bit close to home, that track, and they did a great job. I think that will gain some momentum as the years go on. I think this year they've only done it a couple of years, but
this is the first year.
Okay, first year. So yeah, I think that'll be something that'll gain some momentum, because they did a good job of putting it on. It's close enough to ship down from Saratoga and close enough to get over from Kentucky.
And Naira wants to do one. They did their own, but it wasn't directly tied in, but it was positioned to be
Right.
a stepping stone. Did you run any of those
We
races?
did, yeah. We actually shipped. Curlin's Malibu went up there to ship just for timing, and it's nice because sometimes those starter races get tricky to fill just on day in, day out at tracks, and so when you have those guaranteed spots where you're going to get a race prior to the Claiming Crown, it's something you can target and be ready for, and know that you're going to have the conditioning come Claiming Crown.